Shit. Alright, this is gonna be fun. What was that? Oh, that must have been a ham. Alright. Alright, so, yeah. Here we go. What's up, guys? Jay Abby here, and I got a haircut, I got beard trim, I actually look like a normal person. Alright, so, pretty much this is RWBY Volume 3, Episode 1 review. Breakdown and review. This is something we've been waiting for a long time. We didn't know it was going to happen, and just, holy crap. Okay, so first off, I was going to do like a RWBY theory, you know, weighing on stuff. I know I said that in my previous videos. I got it recorded, I got it on my computer, but life. Life happened, and I was unable to do it. This episode was actually very nice. You know, definitely works with all the other first episodes that they've had. You know, with a decent opening, going right into, you know, the current action and whatnot, and then finally the ending sequence, which is the intro, which I'm just gonna start with that first because it's gonna be first for every single episode. That intro is so fucking dark. That intro animation is so fucking dark. Like I could barely make out the words of the song, and the whole. And, like, it's just, like, it's just, like, this huge metal, like, heavy metal mess of just, like, holy crap, what is going on? But, yeah, so now we go into, so that was the end. Now we're gonna go back to the beginning, and we see RWBY, at Summer Rose's grave, where pretty much she, you know, she's in her hood, just like in the, I think in the red trailer. Except this time instead of snow, we just have, you know, it's autumn. So RWBY takes off her hood and you know, she starts recapping, kind of recapping what she knows about everything. You know, first off being that Taeyang is actually with them. Their father is actually with her, and you know, he's watching the Violet Festival. It makes you wonder if they're gonna maybe try something for next season. We know they're not gonna do anything for him this season, and when they showed him, I looked straight at it. I was like, that is a statue. That is not him. That is a statue. Come on. But yeah, so there's that. Also, Conversation Zwai's back, and probably will not come back because now that Taeyang's here, he's gonna take it with him. But yeah, the rest of it is just, you know, fun. You know, it was a fun time. It was cool. She starts recapping everything, and you know, saying like, I haven't been kicked out of Beacon. You know, father's still teaching at Signal, and you know, we stopped some bad guys, so yay. She doesn't mention anything about Raven, so that obviously means that Yang didn't tell her anything. We also don't know what Yang is, you know, we also don't know what happened between the two, you know, why Raven isn't there now, so there's definitely something. There's definitely some things with that. You know, but then we go right into the tournament, and they pretty much do it like WWE. If you come in late, they recap what's going on, you know, like, hey, if you're just joining us, we have a main event coming up, you know, all that stuff. So it's like, you know, so they catch us up, and we're right in the middle of Team RWBY versus Team Auburn, and you know, the whole, you know, that whole video that I plan on doing, that whole thing. I said that I was hoping it was going to be, you know, just an evaluation based, not really elimination based thing. You know, where the first round, you know, everyone can go into the second round and we get to see more of Team Auburn, which we actually do see a lot of Team Auburn in this one. But I'll get to that. So, so they recap, so just going with the announcers first off, they recap everything. For one thing, the arena is actually in the air. You know, that was something I didn't actually know was going to happen. In fact, it's in the air. Natsu would not be happy with that at all. But the rules are simple. You got 4. You literally have to just. You're testing skill. You're not testing, ferocity or anything like that. You're testing skill, and you have to. It's 4. It's a 4-on-4 round, then a doubles round, then a singles elimination. Quarterfinal, semifinal, final. But yeah, no, that's gonna be interesting. So they go through that whole thing. They do the whole welcome to the Bio Festival, that whole deal. Then we go down to the fight, the actual fight, and we got Team RWBY versus Team Auburn, and Reese for one thing looks amazing. That's probably my favorite. She is actually the reason. Reese is the reason I want to see more of Team Auburn, because Reese, for one thing, you have that tomboyish girl vibe to her, and the fact that her weapon is a fucking hoverboard that literally gets cut in half and transforms into 2 guns and shoots, only for her to land on her ass at that point. So yeah, it was pretty cool. We saw I forget her name. I think it's August. You might want to correct me on that in the comments below. But her weapon is a lot like Rock Lee's bandages, where he's able to wrap them around someone. I couldn't actually get a really good look, but on the arm without the sleeve, the wrap is almost like a weapon where it can wrap onto something, and it was definitely cool seeing that. And then the other two, I don't even know their names, and they just seem uninteresting to me. The bow staff guy, I'm just gonna call him bow staff guy and pink hair guy, because the bow staff guy, he starts getting his butt whooped by Weiss, and then he's able to block it and dodge and and do all that stuff. Reese is the first one out. Blake takes her out with a nice thing of deception. Thought that was pretty cool. And then she, and then of course all 4 of them going in and just wrecking the other 3. That was freaking cool. It cuts to after they do that. It's like, oh my god, we won. It's like, and I'm starving. Blake's like, yeah, if I worked up an appetite. Like, whoa. And so they go to find something to eat. And of course, as they're going, Weiss gets a call from her father, which she immediately declines and puts away. She seemed pissed, maybe because he's not at the tournament. Who knows? Maybe that's why Winter's there instead. Then you have, but then Emerald shows up. Obviously had pickpocketed RWBY and gave her the wallet back. Probably stole some money out of it. Yeah, we then get to see the nice side of Emerald, or would I say the Two-Face Emerald, which I like her as a character, but the fact that she's Two-Faced makes me want to hate her, and I guess that's the point, because she's a villain. So she leaves the, so we then find out about the team, about her team, and how we don't really see your teammates that much. And it's like, yeah, so it turns out that Emerald's the only one that's actually like, quote-unquote friends with them, the only one that interacts with them. Mercury doesn't interact with them. In fact, he smells a boot to get away from them. The hell? And then we find out the 4th member of their team, which in the video that I didn't put up, I know, right? I keep referencing it, but that's because it had some things in it. It was like, who's their 4th member going to be? And it ends up being this black-haired girl, this black pigtailed girl, who is, we don't really see too much of her, but we do see one thing in that her eyes turn from green to, which is like mint chocolate chip, to the vanilla strawberry combo. So it's confirmed that their 4th member is Neo in disguise. So that's cool. And also, one of the questions I had was, how is Cinder going to fight? Because if she fights in her normal outfit, Goodwitch is going to recognize her. If she fights using her weapons, then RWBY's going to recognize her. But she fights in a different outfit, and she just fights with her hands, and she just fights normally. She fights martial arts style. So that was cool, and she's in a different outfit, like I said. So the next part is, yeah, so then I guess the next bit was the ramen scene. And then of course when the cards decline, then Team Juniper comes in and, they all eat the ramen. Ren's voice. Surprisingly, Ren talks a lot more now with Neith behind the voice, Monty's brother. Oh, I actually forgot this. At the end of the scene with RWBY at the grave, they do a shot where it goes up to the sun and crows fly into the sun, which, if you guys don't know, that's actually Monty's old logo. So it's a nice little tribute to Monty if if you guys catch it. If you guys caught it or catch it when you go and watch a video. Then we see, so we see Team Juniper. We hear Ren's voice for the first time. He's like, "Are you sure it was wise to eat?" Just no. Nora just, "I'm gonna barf." And we see Nora's, I guess sadistic side, where he's like, "Ooh, you gonna barf? Aim it at the enemy." Freaking. And Ren's just like, don't. But if you feel the need to, it's like, Ren, what the hell? So Ren definitely feels the same thing. And of course in Nora's tirade, then of course, Nora's like, "You guys sure you're good?" She goes, "Well, I mean, we've got, a renowned fighter, practically a ninja," she points to Ren. "I can bench press 5 of me, and we have Jean." Yeah, and then we have Jean. And we're training so hard, and we have great weapons, we have great weapons, and then of course we have Jean. So it's like, and he's like, "You're gonna take that? She's not wrong." I thought that was funny. He's like, "She's not wrong." But yeah, that was cool. Then Nora's tirade of what happens if they lose, which, honestly, I don't think they're going to lose. I think they're going to be very good in that whole. I think they're going to be good in the whole, in the scheme of things. But the problem is, we don't actually get to see their fight. Their fight is their fight is next, and we see that they're facing the Team Bronze, which I didn't catch where they are from, but I did, I didn't catch what their weapons were, but I knew they were designed well enough to know that they are actually, that they're actually going to be important to the story. So there's definitely that, so there's definitely that. But yeah, at the end of it, we get to see them, just jump forward in that whole thing, and then the ending animation, the intro animation, plays, and that's the end of the episode. So, honestly, great points, really working here. I was actually expecting to see, Winter and Crow in this part. One thing they said was Ozpin sounds like Crow, so I feel like that might mean that Ozpin and Crow are related, which also might mean that RWBY, Yang, and Ozpin are all related, and that's going to be a fun little. That's all going to be a fun little thing there. But yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at right now. So, that's definitely where we're at right now. So, just the episode was amazing. The fighting was spot on. The teamwork between with Team RWBY was great, and the fact that the females of Team Auburn had to keep saving the males, August and Reese. I feel really bad for them, honestly. I really do feel bad for them. I feel bad for Reese being knocked out first, and the other 3 getting knocked out at the same time by teamwork. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, so other than that, like I said, the Two-Face thing, and in the doubles round, we know that Emerald and Mercury are going into the doubles round. We know both of their weapons. We know both of their weapons, so it's no big deal. The other 2 are gonna obviously sit back and relax and everything. And, they're going to sit back and watch the fighting. And, of course, now we also know that their subsequent rivals, so Mercury and Emerald, their subsequent rivals are actually in the doubles round. So that means that Weiss and Yang are actually going to be in the, it. My battery is dying, so I ought to stop this soon. Honestly, for this episode, I give it a 5 out of 5. Great first episode. Can't wait for next week. It's going to be fun. Up next soon we have a... So next time we have the review for Hell in a Cell, which happens tonight, and tomorrow night's Raw. So that's going to be on Tuesday, so it's definitely going to be cool. I'll catch you guys then. See you later. Peace. Whatever.